So what causes cancer? If you see, for example, a simple your lifestyle with respect to the habits, what you smoke, what you chew, the tobacco chewing, smoking, right, and exposure to radiation, exposure to the some kind of a viral infections, for example, human papilloma virus for cervical cancer, or for example, the infection in your stomach as well. So the exposure to some infections, exposure to some chemicals like arsenic, benzene, right, they're called carcinogens and they can lead to cancer. Or for example, obesity itself is a risk factor for cancer. Similarly, chronic inflammation or a chronic irritation or lack of physical activity are also known to be the causes for cancer. So it could be your lifestyle, it could be environmental exposure, it could be also with respect to some of the infections with the viruses or the chemicals that can lead to cancer. So in general, what causes cancer? If you ask me, the risk factor for cancer is basically number one is your age. As the age increases, your risk of cancer increases. Usually cancer is seen in people above 65 years of age. So it doesn't mean that younger age people are not affected, especially in the Indian continent. We have more younger people as well affected with cancer. No age is exempt from cancer. Secondly, your habits, as I mentioned before. So your lifestyle determines what you will become. The smoking, drinking more alcohol, and more sunburn, more exposure to radiation, more obesity, lack of physical activity, unsafe sex can also lead to cancer. Your family history of cancer is also important, and if a small proportion only, as I mentioned before, but again, your health conditions, if you have ulcerative colitis, if you have a chronic inflammatory conditions in your body, your risk of cancer can increase. Your environment also plays a role for you to have cancer. So what you drink, what you eat, it also makes a difference. And the chemicals, as I mentioned before, the asbestos, might be the benzene, and some exposure to such chemicals can also lead to. And what is important is there's something called second-hand smoke. If you're not a smoker but you give company to someone who smokes, 25% lung cancers are because of second-hand smoke. So your environment is important. So your age is important, and your habits is important, your lifestyle is important, your health condition is important, and your environment is important for you to reduce the risk of cancer.